What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? Listen, I'm at work, as you can tell, but I really just want to hop on here right quick because I literally just got through watching The Man with 1,000 Kids. I thought that documentary, and this is on Netflix if you haven't watched it. It's been out for a minute, but I'm just not getting to it. And I didn't even realize it was only 3 episodes, and the episodes are really short. Like 40 minutes long. Okay, girl, it's a quick watch. You can watch it right now on your lunch break and then be done with it by the time you get back to work. Listen, let me just tell you this. This was worse then that one about the father that the doctor, the OBGYN doctor who was, supposed to be helping these women get pregnant, doing like in vitro fertilization and all that stuff, and instead of fertilizing their eggs with the donor or their fathers or their husbands, I should say, he was fertilizing them with his own sperm. Bitch, I thought it couldn't get any worse than that until I saw this, okay? Because at the beginning, it's 3 episodes. Now, the first episode basically is giving you background history about the women that's involved in this. You got a couple of lesbian couples, you got an actual heterosexual couple that's, interviewing and everything. You have a single, woman, a couple of single women or whatever. And this man, they seeking out trying to have kids, okay? Like when it comes to the heterosexual couple, I think it was something where he had a vasectomy. He had already had kids, or they had already had kids, different, times, before. Don't quote me, but either way, he had got a vasectomy. He got with this woman. They wanted kids together. He tried to get the vasectomy reversed, and he couldn't get it reversed. So therefore, that's why they went and looked for a sperm donor, right? So this is so crazy that I watched this, and mind you, I follow this lesbian couple, Lindsay and Victoria. I don't know if y'all know about them, but they on YouTube, you and TikTok. And I'm just listening to their, journey as to how they're going about, because they're about to get married. They're about to get married later this year. And then they're also in the process of trying to find a donor. They recently just said they found a donor, and the options, like, they didn't go the regular cryobank route or whatever because of all of the, BS that could happen. And they kind of went through a route where, another company where they vet it truly, then you meet up with the actual donor, give them the opportunity, I guess, to either be in the kid's life or not, or to just see them or whatever. And I feel like the way that they did it was cool. And it said that they could only have like 5 other kids, and you have to let them be aware because they want to cut down on kids being born and not knowing who their siblings are. And what if by chance, because they don't know who their siblings are, they accidentally just mess around with them, you know what I'm saying, and not realize that they're committing incest because they had no idea that they have siblings out there because they don't know them, right? And so I was like, that's cool. And that's what it seemed like it was supposed to happen in this. That's what it was going for, because, they found this guy, they found the website, they was able to meet up with him. One lady said she met up with this one guy, and his name was Leon, but he did not look like, girl, please. And if I would have saw him, I would have said no. I'm sorry. She should have never met up with him in the first place, okay? She was like, because he was sending baby pictures of him, and she said, well, can you send me a current picture? I was like, yeah, send her a current picture. And then he sent her this whack picture with him like this. Like, girl, what? It was pissing me off. And then when he showed up, it's this big 6 foot something, bald headed with a scar in the back of his head. Girl, I would have ran. First of all, looks can be deceiving. He could have been the sweetest person ever, but at the same time, you seen fishy sending me that type of photo of yourself. You couldn't take a real picture of you? No. So she was just like, after she met up with him, yeah, no thanks, okay? And then she meets this dude, Jonathan, all right? This is what it's all about, okay? Jonathan, let me tell you something. You are the scum of the earth. I'm sorry to say this. You know, I know in the Bible it says be fruitful. God said be fruitful and multiply, okay? Baby, not like this. Not like this. And then when you think about it, girl, we are products of it. If you want to go there, we are related. The DNA has, fizzled out a little bit. It thinned out a whole lot over the decades, over the centuries, over the millenniums. Okay, but you get to Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve was fucking each other. They had kids, and their kids was fucking each other. That's how they birthed the earth. I'm just saying, you got to think about it like that. But baby, we don't do that no more because it's thinned out so much that we ain't connected like that. Okay, and so now you trying to start that shit over again. You are trying to start a new world order. That's what it felt like. I was so disgusted because these women literally were trying to have their families, and then they was going the route of, he would meet up with them, and then when they started ovulating, he'll do what he do, they'll come pick up the sperm from him. And one lady said, she couldn't even get home in time because she had got lost because, you got to keep the sperm warm. And she said, F this, let me pull over to the side and boop. I said, oh my God, that is disgusting, but you got to do what you got to do. I learned about the turkey-based method when I was looking at the L word. For the very first time when Tina and Beth was trying to get pregnant, and they had a whole party and all that stuff. Everybody, I was like, oh my God, that is so crazy. Lesbians be doing this? Women's be doing this? I was like, yeah, girl, that's what be happening, And it ain't just about lesbians. It's about people that cannot have kids in general. Or, some people, like, I want to have a child, but it's taking too long for me to find the right person, the right man to be with. And so therefore, I'm just going to go the donor route and do it on my own and be that single mother. And some people are single mothers by choice because they can afford to do that and their life is together. And I don't see nothing wrong with that. It reminds me of like Ebony K. Williams. If y'all don't remember who she is, Ebony K. Williams, she is a political commentator. She has a podcast called Holding Court with Dustin Ross. She also was on the last original Real Housewives of New York. She was one of the cast members that called out all the racism and all that mess, and then everything blew up. Okay, but yeah, she is a single mother by choice, and she's about to give birth soon, and so when it's like that, I have no problem with it because again, she know the donor and all of that stuff or whatever, but at the same time, it's like her life is together. She can afford to do that. She's not going to be struggling or anything like that. So there shouldn't be no problem. But then you have, people out here that want to take advantage. And that's exactly what he was doing. This man basically was promoting himself on his YouTube channel. Every time you saw a video, he was in a different country, a different city, a different state, a different continent. I said, whoa, you're well traveled. And I'm just like, oh my goodness. And you want to know the part that got me? They was supposed to, he told people, he was telling different families that, he only got he only did this probably like 5 other time, or he did it with 5 other people, or, maybe because out there in the Netherlands or wherever they was at, because they was in Europe. It was like, the max is you can have 25 kids, okay? And I was like, that's still a lot. That's still a lot for one person, all right? But when he went out there and did what he did, right, I was just like, oh, that's so messed up. And as soon as I realized that he was out here going and traveling, and if y'all hear something outside, it's a program going on. I'm in the work. I found me a little space, okay? So this is my little hideout when I'm at work and I'm finna do my lunch and everything, because that's why I'm doing this. But just to let y'all know. But yeah, he was on his YouTube channel, and I figured it out right away. He was using his YouTube channel to promote him, to put him out there. Even though he was on these other, donor websites and everything, had his real picture on there, people was getting, distracted by the fact that I guess and I guess in their version, in their eyes, he was a decent looking man with like the jury's locks on his hair, curls and everything. He didn't look fine to me. I wouldn't want to procreate with him. Maybe that's just because I'm not attracted to white men or white people in general like that. I think some are pretty. I think some are cute, but sexually attractive, absolutely not. But it just wasn't okay, And I was just like, oh my goodness, he is really out here fucking all over the world. Not just over the country, the world, bitch. He was in Africa, he was in Australia, he was over here in the United States of these Americas, he was up there in Europe, he was in Asia, he was everywhere, girl. And I was just like, okay, now this is messed up. Because at one point, when that one lady who was single by herself, and she said her co-worker went and got a donor as well, and she was like, girl, who your donor, where you go to? And they started talking, and they found out, bitch, we went to the same donor and we got the same donor, so our kids are now siblings. Then come to find out another co-worker has it. Mind you, they work in the school, okay? Then come to find out, like, her niece's friend or whatever went to the same donor, got the same. I said, damn. When I tell you it wasn't 6 degrees of separation for this woman, it was like 15 degrees, bitch. I mean, everybody was here, there, and all over the place. That man literally practically had sex, or not had sex, he impregnated like half of her damn where she stayed at, half of her damn block, half of her damn little area, her neighborhood. I said, boop, 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 baby, the siblings are all over the place, right next to each other. That was so messed up, and I felt like, I understand that you are thinking that you are doing something for people who cannot do it for themselves, or, for whatever reason, that's fine. But to take advantage like this, and he's not really having sex with all of these women, but he did convince one of the lesbians to have sex with him. I said, girl, and she got pregnant. And I said, oh, okay. You want to know what this remind me of? I want y'all to go watch the movie She Hates Me. It's a Spike Lee movie. It has Anthony Mackie in it, and it has Danny Ramirez, I think that's her name, and it has Kerry Washington. Kerry Washington and Anthony Mackie's characters used to be together. They were married at one point. And then he came in and found out that she was cheating on him with a woman, Danny Ramirez. And they wound up breaking up. He wound up losing his job because it was something like he became a scapegoat for some foul shit that was going on. His boss basically, made him a scapegoat, and he had absolutely nothing to do with it. So he lost his job. He became public enemy number one. He couldn't get hired, so he needed money. And so what he started to do was, because his ex wanted to get pregnant, he impregnated her. He impregnated her girlfriend, and then she started bringing over some of her people that she knew that had bank. And he was just getting everybody and their mama pregnant, and it was consensual. And he was actually fucking them. He wasn't turkey basting. He was actually fucking. Okay, and he had a whole bunch of kids too, and they took him to court and everything, just like they did do. All right, but he wanted to be a part of their lives. Okay, he wasn't out here being malicious. They knew what was going on, because at one point, everybody and their mama came. It was like a group. They literally came together, like 10 of them come to his house at one time and waited their turn to get banged out. I said, oh my God. That is what this reminds me of. But you got that going on, right? And then, once they realized that he was out here doing all of this stuff, the real thing that really pissed me off was when they found out that Leon dude that we talked about at the beginning, him and Jonathan were in cahoots with each other, and some of these people didn't even get Jonathan's sperm because some of them got some of his sperm, Leon, because what they would do is pick a person and then they'll, Russian roulette their sperm. And at one point I thought they was about to say they was mixing their sperm, like actually putting it together and mixing it up like that. No, they literally put it in separate cups, and it was like any, mini, miny, mo, and that's whatever the person get. They thinking they getting one person's sperm, but they probably getting Leon's sperm. Bitch, that was disgusting. That was so messed up. That was a violation, okay? And I felt like they should have been locked up for this. And see, the problem is there is no law. Mind you, this all came down in 2023, where they actually was able to take him to court because he wouldn't stop procreating. He wouldn't stop doing all of this stuff. And finally, the courts basically said he can't donate to sperm banks anymore. He can't, have kids like that. He can't be in no donors. And if he do have sperm in the donors, in the sperm bank, he needs to, what he needs to do, they need to destroy his sperm, or he will get fined $100,000. I said, oh my goodness. And the part that really disgusts me even more was when they was talking about when he went to Kenya, and it was a whole little group that he was in, this particular donor group, and one of the dudes was like, yeah, I'm finna do this, and they wanted to have like each man supposed to, like, either for a month or for a year, they supposed to make at least 200 kids from each other, from their sperm. And then one of the dudes, I think his name was Adam, I could be wrong, he said, yeah, trying to bleach the world or bleach this continent. It's bad enough that y'all brought y'all asses over there to Africa, a black continent, and imposed apartheid, racism, and all of that. And now you want to come over here and try to make it all white. It's giving very much Nazi vibes. It's giving very much Aryan Brotherhood, the Aryan race type of situation. I was just like, oh, wow. It literally said, we finna bleach this continent or bleach this country or whatever. Baby, when I tell you, y'all have got to be careful. And then he wouldn't stop, and the lady who was a part of the other documentary that I mentioned with the doctor who was impregnating the women instead of the other donors, they called her. They called her because her case was actually a big thing, since they couldn't do nothing over here, where they was at in Europe, right? So we're in America, and it was like, okay, let's help. So what we do, baby, we blast that shit on social media. We blast it on social media. We blast it in the New York Times and the media and all that stuff, because where they were from, you couldn't put his name out there. You couldn't put the donor's real name out there. But see, being in America, you can do that. And so once it came out, they thinking that, oh, this is going to make him stop. This is going to make him stop. No, it just made him block people, and it just made him keep on going. And then they was met with negative backlash. And it pisses me off, like, when you see somebody doing something or going through something like this, or like an assault or something like that, that's very vile, and you have people that are met with negative backlash instead of positive, like, oh, support, I'm here for you. That was so messed up. And it was so messed up how people was like, oh, this is what y'all deserve, what you expect, you went to a sperm donor, you should have went and did it the right way, and all this stuff. And then one of them said, a few of them said, I bet you all the motherfuckers is ugly. I mean, did I find them attractive? No. But would I say that they were ugly? Absolutely not. But they had to say that. I said, oh my God, why would y'all do that? And I'm like, how y'all mad at them? And that's the thing. This is what make people scared to do a lot of stuff like this, because you can get messed over. And people literally either can't have, it ain't even about sexuality. It ain't about you being a lesbian and you're a couple, y'all trying to have a kid. There are heterosexual people who are out here trying to have kids and they can't, for whatever reason. You know what I'm saying? The father can't produce sperm, or, he has some type of issue, or maybe she has some type of issue. So yeah, that's why they go to a donor, get a donor egg, get a donor sperm or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And I just feel like you shouldn't look your nose down. And I feel like people are put into vulnerable positions because they are dependent on another person, a stranger essentially, to help them out, and then you come and take advantage. That is so messed up. Y'all, give me another documentary so I can watch, okay? Give me another docuseries so I can watch, because baby, y'all know I love a good docuseries. So I'm gonna start doing that too. like, girl, each docuseries I watch, I'm gonna have to come on here and I'm gonna have to talk to y'all about it, bitch. Listen, that was disgusting. Like, you switching the sperm. They had to go do DNA tests and everything. And then he was so nonchalant about it when they went to court and talked about if the kids want to see each other, they should be on, Facebook, and it should be a symbol, whatever, showing who the kids is and all this stuff. And he was making it seem like he could be there for them or whatever. And the judge like, bitch, you got over 600 kids all over the goddamn world. How you gonna be there for them? I said. Then he going around doing interviews trying to play like he the victim. You are literally doing the most. Okay. I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me if you have not watched it. It's called The Man with 1,000 Kids. Disgusting and heartbreaking at the same time, because I just don't like when people take advantage of people and they ain't do nothing to you. You're supposed to be helping them out. They come to you for help and you literally take advantage of them. I don't like that, y'all. I don't. But yeah, I just wanted to pop in and tell y'all this. Because I literally just got through watching it. I was sitting at my desk like, what? This is disgusting. But yeah, you guys tell me how you feel. I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day, and I will see you guys later. Peace.